Friends, how are you all? Today we are going to learn volume, density and measuring larger distance. Okay, first we are going to learn volume. What is volume? Volume means the amount of space occupied by a three-dimensional object is known as its volume. The amount of space occupied by a three-dimensional object is known as its volume. Volume equal to surface area into height. The SI unit of the volume is cubic centimeter or meter cube. First we have to learn some volume of a regularly shaped object. First of all, cube. Volume is side into side into side. That is A into A cube. Next one is cuboid. So volume of cuboid is length into breadth into height. Length symbol is L, breadth symbol is B, height symbol is H. So L into B into H, that is LBH. Next one is sphere. Volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi radius power 3. That means 4 by 3 pi into radius. The symbol is R. Therefore R cube or 4 by 3 pi R cube. Another one is cylinder. Volume of the cylinder is pi into radius power 2 into height. Therefore pi into R square into H. That is pi R square H. Okay students, these are the volume of a regularly shaped object. Hi students, now we are going to discuss about volume of liquids. These are the things used to measure the volume of the liquids. Okay, this is called the beaker. Okay, this is 800 ml capacity beaker. This one 400 ml capacity beaker. This one 200 ml capacity beaker. Okay, liquids also occupy some space and hence they also have volume. But liquids do not possess any definite shape. Okay, when we take this container, like we have to take water in this container and potassium permanganate in this container, then copper sulfate is in this container. Okay, so now the shape of the liquid is equal to the shape of the container. Okay, so here also the shape of the liquid is equal to the shape of the container. Okay, here also like this. Okay, so in liquids they do not have any specific shape. Okay, when we take the liquid like potassium permanganate is in the test tube, the shape of the potassium permanganate is now it's in the test tube shape. Okay students, so the maximum volume of liquid that a container can hold is known as the capacity of the container. Okay, so this container, the capacity is 800 ml. Okay, the capacity of this container is 400 ml. This capacity of this container is 200 ml. Okay, then capacity of the small container is 100 ml. Okay students, so the volume of the liquid is equal to the volume of space it fills in the container. This can be directly observed from the reading marked in the measuring container. Okay, so here up to 800 to 200 they fill the volumes. Okay, and we can observe that the reading are marked in the unit of ml. Therefore, this is the 200 ml, this is the 400 ml, this one is the 600 ml, like this. Okay, so this actually represent millimeter. So ml is the expansion of millimeter. Okay, so in this container, this is the 1000 ml container. Okay students, here up to 800 to 200 ml only the values are filled. Okay, to understand this unit of volume, let us first understand how much a liter means. Liter is the commonly used unit to measure the volume of liquids. We know that the unit of volume is cubic centimeter. Okay students, so in cubic centimeter we have to written cc. Okay, so the cubic centimeter is commonly known as cc. The volume of 1000 cc is termed as 1 liter. Okay, so what's the unit of liter? Symbol of liter L. 1 liter is equal to 1000 centimeter cube or cubic centimeter. 1000 ml is equal to 1 liter. Volume of irregularly shaped object. There is no formula to determine the volume of irregularly shaped object as in the case of area. Okay, let us learn one activity. This is kept in your book, page number 5. So initially take the measuring cylinder and pour some water into it. Do not fill the cylinder completely. When we take it completely, it cannot be mentioned the exact volume. Okay, so here in this cylinder, the measuring units are up to 10 to 100 ml. Okay, so now the water level is in between 50 to 60. Okay, so we have to note it as V1. So now the V1 volume is 55 because the water level is in between 50 to 60. Therefore, that is the volume is 55. Okay, then now take a small stone and tie it with a thread. Then it immerse the stone inside the water by holding the thread. This has to be done such that the stone does not touch the walls of the measuring cylinder. Okay, now the level of the water will rise, isn't it? Yes. So initially the water level is in between 50 to 60. Now 3 volumes, 3 ml are little up. Okay, now the volume of the cylinder is, the liquid is 58 ml. Okay students, now we have to note it as a V2. Okay, so initially V1 is the 55 ml. Now V2 is the 58 ml. Okay, now the volume of the stone is equal to the rise in the volume of the container. Therefore, volume of the stone is equal to V2 minus V1. We know the volume of the V2, that is 58 ml, V1 55 ml. Therefore, volume of the stone is equal to 3 ml. Okay students, thank you. Next chapter is density. Okay, look at this. Here, 2 types of materials are there. One is immersed in the liquid, then another one is floating in the liquid. Okay, why this cork floating in the liquid and why this object immersed in the liquid? Okay students, the concept is because of the density. Okay students, so because of the density, this material has high density, therefore it immerses in the liquid. Okay, in this cork it has a low density. Now let us learn what is density. Density of the substance defined as the mass of the substance contained in unit volume. If the mass of the substance is m and the volume is v, then its density is mass per volume. D is equal to m by v. Then the SI unit of density is kilogram per meter cube. The CGS unit of density is gram per centimeter cube. Now let us learn some density of different materials. First one is gas. Material is filled in this air. Density is 1.2 kilogram per meter cube. Then nature of the substance is liquid. Material kerosene. Density is 800 kilogram per meter cube. In water 1000 kilogram per meter cube. In mercury 13,600 kilogram per meter cube. Next one is nature of the material is solid. In wood 770 kilogram per meter cube. Then aluminium 2700 kilogram per meter cube. Iron 7,800 kilogram per meter cube. Then copper 8,900 kilogram per meter cube. Silver 10,500 kilogram per meter cube. Then gold 19,300 kilogram per meter cube. Next one is the relationship between mass, density and volume. Density is equal to mass per volume. Mass is equal to density into volume. Volume is equal to mass per density. Okay students, hope you have understood this chapter. Thank you.